Hey there, Bass Guys. Jason here. Whether you're a seasoned tournament angler or just a weekend warrior trying to find some fish, here's a few quick tips on digital map study that I think will help a lot of people out there out. Some of this stuff isn't really well known. Maybe you already do. I don't know. Anyways, these are some free online tools that'll help you locate ditches, rock piles, stuff like that. Stuff that when the water level's down, that the satellite imagery can pick up, it'll help you find. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you Navionics. Now, if you go to BassGuys.com and you go to the web app, I'm not logged in. I don't have an account here. This is Navionics.com's web app, completely free. And you can just sit there and zoom in at just about any lake you want. As long as they have data on it, you're going to get it. The biggest problem, though, is it's really, really slow. I don't know if you see how slow it's loading this stuff, but I guess that's what you get with free. One area that is really a lot of people like to fish is up in Kickapoo. If you're not from Texas or around this area, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but the north end of Palestine, it's full of creek channels, ditches, all sorts of good stuff. You can tell already just looking at this area right here, you've got a funnel. Whenever bass are going back to spawn, this is a prime location. You've got somewhat deeper water close by, with shallow water right here, up by the islands. Plenty of places for them to get away from the wind, get away from just about everything they need to get it on. Another thing that you'll notice is that there's this blue line here. That's data that they don't have. Sometimes you can click this little guy here and you'll actually get much more detailed information depending on the lake. This one I'm not really sure about right here, but let's try it out. Okay, see, the blue's gone. It's refreshing the map, and we get a little bit more information. Sometimes that can be good because you can find a little bit of extra detail. But yeah, so now on to the next thing, Google Maps. As you can see here, you can see quite a bit of detail of this underwater, just, shallow spots, bridges. Some of these bridges are a little bit more underwater right now that the water's getting back up. But you can see a lot more stuff just by looking at these satellite images that will make a little bit more sense. Like right there, that looks like a roadbed. Just getting on Google Maps and searching, you can find out a lot of information. But there's one more trick I want to show you. Google Earth. Alright, so Google Earth is a free download from Google, and it's got quite a few pretty nifty tools. I'm not going to go into too much detail because, like I said, this is a quick tip. But yeah, first things first, you can just go up here and search Lake Palestine, Texas. Hit search, and it's going to zoom you right in. Now we can go back up to where we just were. And, the detail actually doesn't look nearly as good right now. But let me show you something that's pretty neat. If you'll look right here, it says imagery date is 10/22/2013. That's pretty recent. Water has been up for a little while now, but I know that we had a drought not too long ago that brought this lake down quite a bit. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here. This little icon here says show historical imagery. Click that and you get a little timeline. Let's go back to 11/19. Yeah, this is the exact same spot that I just showed you. So now we've got a lot more stuff to look at. We can see where the deepest creek channels are. We can see where brood ponds are. We can see where possible harder bottoms are. I mean, it's limitless. And the best part about it is wherever I put my mouse, down here in the bottom, it actually gives me the GPS coordinates. So I can sit there and say, oh, there's something right here, and then I can go and write down the GPS coordinates, plug it in. There's other ways that you can do it to actually, drop a pin. You can actually export it as a KMZ file, but that's a little bit more in depth. I'm going to save that for another video later on. Just to show you one more thing, look at this right here. You got these two dugout ditches. When that water's up, those ditches and that little dugout pond right there, it's not really a pond, it's more of a way for them to get their boat out. But notice this one doesn't have it, this one does. Bass will hold there. You can use that at a later date when the water's up and hopefully catch some more fish. This has been a Bass Guys video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, tell your friends, like, share, and please subscribe.